everyone. I'm Kathy. I'm here to tell you a personal story of being a patient sidekick. I'm a computer science tech nerd by day, but I moonlight as a leukemia cancer patient sidekick for my mom and several other people I've met along the way. So many of you probably think of this role more as a caretaker. If you do a quick search, there's lots of people helping people give people water and doing these things, but it implies that this is a person that is disabled, sick, and it implies that I'm some altruistic person that is taking time aside to help this person, or a patient advocate, someone who is fighting for someone else and someone who's very noble, who's doing paperwork for someone else, and that's all great, but I'm probably more as a coping mechanism. It's much better to think of myself as a patient sidekick, the Ethel to Lucy, or the R2-D2 to Princess Leia, the Spock to Kirk, the Mini-Me to Dr. Evil, trying to conquer the world. But in our case, trying to conquer healthcare and trying to conquer and fight cancer. I did a quick search because I was curious to see what how sidekick was defined across the board. It's the idea of being with someone who's considered more important or powerful than you, but also considering this person a friend and someone you go on adventures with. And the reason I started thinking of it this way was when my mom got diagnosed with cancer 3 years ago, a survivor had told me, always respect her wishes. Don't treat her like a sick, ill person. She's another human being with opinions and thoughts. If she doesn't want to fight anymore, respect that. She's a protagonist of her own story. If she wants to give up, you can't fight on her behalf. Treat her like another human being. Be by her side, be her sidekick, be her friend, and help her through this process. And there are days when she's really going to need that sidekick. She'll really need someone to step in. There are days when R2-D2 had to help Princess Leia, or Chewbacca had to help Hans, and there are days where they can't fight anymore and you have to be there, but then again, there are days where they're fine and okay as well, and to respect that. And another thing that has really helped me is that as a sidekick, you're also a protagonist as well. You continue to live your own life. Your whole life is not defined by taking care of this other human being. You can have your own career, take care of yourself, and there'll be some really, really great days along the way, days where all your biopsies come back clear, your complete blood cell count is perfect, everything is great, you've conquered the world together, and it's lovely, and your patient's taking care of you, and the world's great, and then followed by some really, really bad days. The enemy has come back, the leukemia cells have come back, and you just like 2 weeks ago had the perfect biopsy, and that's when they need you again, and you step back in, and you help them, and you get them through those bad days together. So all that said, what does this sidekick thing entail? Part of it is caretaking, part of it is advocating, but a big part of it is also going on this adventure and being a companion and having fun with this other person as well. So here are a couple of things. All the logistics. I hope you guys don't ever have to do this, but there are plenty of things like scheduling appointments, taking them to all their appointments, making sure they're fed, understanding them well enough to know when they're hungry and when they want to eat, if they can't do it themselves, navigating benefits, support groups, the government, if they need to go to a wig bank, yoga class, take them there, if they have to sign up for paid family leave, Medi-Cal, CalFresh, SNAP, whatever it is, be there and help them with that if they need it. And in the meantime, a great thing about this is it's like the best user experience study possible, right? You're in the field, use it to change the industry. If you're in computer science, change the electronic health record system or precision medicine. And it's okay to cry. You can sit in your car and cry, and no matter how strong you are or how positive you are, it's okay to be in the corner of the cafe at Stanford Hospital and just cry because it's so, so hard some days. But it's also okay to call in all the reinforcements in your life, call in all the other superheroes, your husbands, your friends, your wives, cute kids in the family, and have them help you lift up this other person. You don't have to always do it alone. And also bask in the glory of all that is good. I've had the opportunity to learn more about my mom's plight from Vietnam, to learn what it's like to be a refugee than I've had in my entire life living with her, because we've been through this journey together, and now I have a friend and companion. So I learned just as much from her as she gets from me. And celebrate all your wins together, whether it's just a really good lab day, maybe it's a day where they didn't poke you 3 times to get your labs, or it was a really great biopsy. You can celebrate all your conquers together, the wins, defeating the enemy. So may you go forth and conquer. I hope you never have to ever deal with being a cancer patient sidekick, but for me it really helped to think of life this way, more so than just taking care of another human being, is doing this together as a team. Thank you.